But you have to understand that the things that we do, or people that go into jail, for stealing money or stealing this or robbing a bank or whatever, these people aren't bad people. They never were. They've just been pushed in the wrong direction. So laws are made because they don't know how to solve the problems. And like I said before, our problems are technical. They're not political. So you have to understand that these are the things that these are the things that you have to open your eyes to. This is the most important thing. You have to open your eyes and realize that that you're a human being, and you're not just a piece in a piece like a chess piece in a game, because that's what you are. Profit comes first, and maybe humans come second. Who knows? We don't even know. Right now it's just really driven. Now, another thing I want to mention is the power of the human spirit. This is something that is incredible. It doesn't matter of all this corruptness and this terrible, the world that we live in, and everything it seems to be on a negative thing. There are still thousands and thousands of volunteers who volunteer every day to do things, and because of that human spirit, that's real human spirit, not the spirit of God, not the spirit of anything. That's the spirit of you. That is how I know, and other people around or that I talk to know, that this is possible, because the human spirit will never give up. We won't. It will just go. We will continue to fight, and as we see that this is going to be, it will eventually come to pass. So basically that's what I'm going to say on that. And I know I just said this is my last point, whatever, but I keep on coming up with things at the top of my head. But there is one thing that I do want to say to you, is that since this project isn't going to be isn't called capitalism or fascism or whatever you want to call it, so it must be a utopia. Well, I have news for you. It's not a utopia, and this is the argument. The argument is that a utopia is something that is, it's a perfect world and everything is great and everything, and it stays the same. Now, that's the most important thing, is it stays the same. The difference is that the Venus Project and what it proposes with the resource-based economy is that we are constantly changing. It's a constantly emergent society, which is constantly changing for the betterment of mankind. So it never stops. So it's so it continues all the time. So that's what I'm going to say on that. So that is your argument. So to tell people it's not a utopia, because it isn't. Because utopia, it just stays the same with it has nothing to do with technology. It just has people being all peace and tree huggers and all this stuff. The Venus Project is that, but it doesn't stay the same. It's going to continue, and technology is going to get better, and that is basically, that's what I'm going to say on that for utopia. If you guys have any questions or anything, I know this video was much longer than my other ones, but it is the Venus Project, and I wanted to explain some of the key points and what you have to understand in order to explain this. And you have to understand what we have now and why we don't need it, and how to explain that to people. So I hope I did a good job, and I didn't really go into depth about the Venus Project, but I will in the future, because the more detailed things. But I can recommend some videos for you. There is a video with Jacques Fresco called Future by Design that is very detailed. I might do a review on that. It's a very detailed in seeing what kind of technologies can be developed, not necessarily been working on, but can be developed, and things that he's designed years and years ago, and things that are coming into fruition through other engineers. And you see that it took such a long time for that to progress. So he's had these designs and these ideas in his mind forever, but he didn't have any money for the patents to keep these inventions, or to you know, to do that. And he still designs things today. He's 94 years old, but I want to mention something. He's an engineer. So when he designs something, he designs them to scale, and he designs them not futuristically. He designs them as, you know, probability. This is how it's going to work. You know, this is how the system could work. It's going to weigh this much. It's going to be this thick. It's going to be, you know, it's very detailed. So if he was to give his plans to a person that isn't corrupt, you know, and doesn't want, you know, is bent on world domination, you know, we could literally build these things. He has houses that are fireproof, you know, termite-proof, waterproof. He has technologies that you can survive tsunami, you know, hurricanes, things like that. Things that we can work on to continue to survive on the planet. And you know, there's so many things that we can work on, and other people are working on them, or they're in their head, or they don't have the resources, or more importantly, they don't have the money in order to continue this research. But you know, if we don't have, if you get rid of all the restrictions, you know, we could save a lot of lives. You know, so you know, it really comes, like, look at that, the Haiti thing. That could have been prevented, and this Venus project could have been designed years and years ago. You know, it was, you know, because we've had the technology for quite some time, but no one wants to take Jacques Fresco seriously until this moment now. You know, now he's really taking it seriously. Right now he's on a world tour. Last I heard, he was in Auckland. There's a video. I'm probably going to check it out. That's news in New Zealand, and he's promoting this. And right now, as far as I know, there's 100 million people that know about the Venus Project. Probably, you know, this is probably much more. But here's how does this for a goal? We keep on pushing this idea, and we keep on telling the people that, you know, that we have that there's a good idea out there, and you know, if we can bump this up to, you know, a billion people, you know what I mean? Maybe there's 200 million people that know, but if we can bump it up to a billion, you know, that's like 1/7 of our current population. I think with a billion people, I think we could really build a lot of mass awareness. You know, and I think that would be enough to push over the rest of the people. You know, not to push them over, like take over, I'm saying, but to really, you know, get these ideas to sink into their heads, to see the actual, how much sense it makes. Because as complicated as these videos might seem, or when you watch them might seem, it's very simple. You eliminate a few things, our life can be better. That's basically it, you know. So that is my review. I'm just going to say a few things about you guys out there. Thank you to recommend some of the videos. I'll try to do a review, like a short review. Probably won't be so detailed, but maybe it'll just be my thoughts, you know, on it. I watched Our Technical Reality. I thought it was great. To the person that recommended me The Money Masters, that was long. It was long, but man, that's a film that I definitely recommend to you guys. And wow, it was long. And the other one hasn't to do with it doesn't have anything to do with Zeitgeist, but the Ancient Aliens. That was interesting too. That was a very interesting thing. So I thought it was interesting. But I have much more material to cover. You know, with the orientation guide, and maybe you know, the future by design. And another one of Jacques' videos as well. And I'll continue doing that. And after I'm done these videos, because I'm not just going to continue doing reviews of videos, I'm going to let you guys continue giving you guys more points on how to talk to people, and how to bring it up, and how to spark their interest. Okay, guys. So yeah. So my next video, I'm not too sure which one I picked, what it's going to be, so I guess you'll find out when you get there. Once again, thanks for subscribing, and I really appreciate it, and spread the word. You know, maybe get people to watch my videos or whatever, subscribe. If you have any questions, if you want to respond to this video today, you know, do whatever, it's fine. I mean, I'll take any constructive criticism you guys might throw at me or whatever. It's all good. Alright guys, see you later.